Today it's me, tomorrow someone.
While addressing media at the ministry, Estambayo, the minister in charge of the president, applauded Uganda's effort in fighting HIV/AIDS.
In the early 80s and 90s, HIV prevalence was ranging from 18% among the general population up to 30% in specific groups. It is now at 6.8% for the women and 4.2% for men, 2.8% among young women.
Estambayo encouraged Ugandans to test for HIV. She recorded that men are internally more stigmatized than women.
You may live in denial, but you end up endangering yourself and later your families. Please, men, wake up and go for tests voluntarily.
Mbayo emphasized that if Uganda is to end HIV by 2030, we need to fight stigma and discrimination.
If we are to end HIV/AIDS by 2030, we need to fight stigma and discrimination. However, this requires the efforts of all of us, government officials, religious leaders, private sector actors, cultural leaders, artists.
Chairman, National Forum of People Living with HIV in Uganda, Dr. Stephen Wantiti, who lived with HIV over 30 years, has encouraged partners to disclose their HIV status.
Let's do this. I think the most important thing, these PRC things, let's not wait for projects to come again. Let's just improve the information. We may not write this, but let's give this information regularly. Correct information, like I've mentioned, consistently and correctly, and this will eventually go away. A stigma is like a shadow.
Tezra Lutaaya, a daughter to the maiden infected late Bongole Lutaaya, shared with us how they were treated after their father's pronouncement of being HIV positive.
We ourselves were stigmatized during that time and after, such as people would not invite us over, his friends, to see their children, our friends. It hasn't gone away, this stigma problem. My thinking is that
Esther Kabasambo, Miss Y2 Beauty Pageant 2019-2020, one of the affected, also shared with us her experience at school.
That's when I started adhering, and around school kuliko stigma. Nga na community je tubeeramu kachecha mpaliza nengamba at least though I've not faced a lot of stigma naye mbirabyeko abantu nga babiyitamu nga families teziri cooperative nga families teli supportive.
Uganda now stands at approximately 1,400,000 people living with HIV, 1,200,000 of whom are on treatment. In 1980, one of the greatest musicians, Bongole Lutaaya, declared that he had AIDS, and this made him the first Ugandan to give the disease a human face amidst discrimination and stigma. Estambayo, Minister for President, has announced 17th October as the day in commemoration of his legacy. Maria Dana Namiro, STV Select News.